Joining us now is our financial expert, Jim Casey, president of Integrated Wealth Management. President Obama sending his jobs plan to Congress today. The president, did he hit a home run with this jobs plan, a base hit, or did he strike out?
The game's on. I mean, it's jobs, jobs, jobs. It's what it's all about. I think it was a great speech. It was a great plan. There's two issues, though, two major hurdles. One, can we afford it? You've already talked a little bit about that. We'll hear more about that today. But second, will it unify a very polarized Congress so Americans can actually get some confidence that things are going to get done in Washington?
All right, let's talk about some very specific points of that plan. First of all, we have the tax credit between $4,000 and $9,600 for each hire, depending upon the circumstances. Good idea, bad idea?
I think this is all about putting money in the pockets of Americans so that they go out there, spend money. There's a supply and demand issue right now with corporations saying, are people buying? And if people are not buying, they're not going to invest in their own inventory. So we've got to get the people, have money in their pockets so they buy, so the companies actually start investing in themselves.
But will a tax credit do that?
It's going to get it started.
Will that get employers to hire?
I think it's going to get it started, but we have one other thing we have to worry about, and that's also keeping inflation intact. Because once you start putting the money in their pockets, if this job plan does do that, and we see inflation start kicking in, it's going to be hard for them to keep the spending up.
What about the payroll tax cut for both employers and for workers?
Again, two places where you can start putting money in their pockets, because if people are bringing home a little bit more money when they're working, that's going to definitely help them feel a little bit more confident. We've got some amazing opportunities right now where home prices are the lowest we've seen them in decades, mortgages are the lowest we've seen them in decades, but the problem is people can't afford to do it.
What other sorts of things have to happen in order for small companies, especially because they make up the bulk of our hiring force, small companies to feel like, okay, I can go out and hire more people to work? We have 25 million Americans out of work. What's going to make them feel comfortable if they can hire?
All those small companies are producing a product of some sort. They have to see that those products are being purchased. And that again goes back to why we're doing job hiring, because we've got to put money in people's pockets. Last week when I was here, it's all about confidence. Right now, America is not confident that their pocketbooks are going to be solid.
All right, Jim Casey telling us exactly what he thinks about the president's plan. We'll see what happens when this plan goes to Congress and whether, in fact, we can afford it, because I think some parts of the president's plan will pass according to the pundits out there. Other parts are going to have a tough time getting through.
One word, Tony: compromise. Let's get some compromises, get some stuff to work.
All right, Jim, thanks so much. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.